Alright, so yeah, how's everyone else's day today? And yeah, thank you, Lurker, over on YouTube. Appreciate it. Yeah, anyone that wants to throw me a lurk on YouTube would be definitely helping me out. I need to hit that 4,000 watch hours within a year to get monetized. I think we can do this. Alright, so the part that we left off on yesterday. We've got the float and integer stuff saving. String number is saving. So yeah, those values are good. That's getting set on the top level feature. And yeah, so the main gist for this is we also got to set the value on this feature. Yeah, so git bash I don't think is the move. I think you'd want to try it maybe with WSL, right? WSL2 should be able to do that one. But if you're looking for, you know, making your Windows terminal a little bit better, you might check out Oh My Posh. Right? That's for like making PowerShell look prettier. So if you ever end up doing PowerShell stuff, this could be useful. But yeah, for the most part, you're probably better off just doing stuff inside of a Docker container if you're stuck on Windows, right? Docker container or a VM. In fact, you might even look into checking out NixOS as well, or like just Nix as like your environment thing. Yeah, no worries. I mean, VMs shouldn't be too big a deal, right? That's how I was doing my Windows dev 10 years ago, right? Just using VMs. If you want to script your VM process a bit more, there's always Vagrant. Thought it was vagrant.sh as like the URL. Oh, it's just Vagrant up now. To secure the VMs? Nah, they're just local. Like, why? Now, if you're talking about VPSs, that's a different thing. I'm talking about just like local dev environment. Yeah, there's no reason to. Yeah, so I mean, getting good with Docker is going to be useful, no matter what. I think every dev should actually be familiar at some point. Understanding like the give and take between Vagrant versus Docker could be useful too. And yeah, both of them are basically about having a script file for setting up the environment. And then even more so, Docker, Vagrant, whatever, having Nix inside of that might even be easier. I don't know. I don't know anything about Nix. Had some coworkers showing off some stuff for it, but yeah, I haven't really used it. But yeah, Oh My Posh is kind of fun. Yeah, good for like just theming your PowerShell if you do a lot of PowerShell work. If you don't, probably not that useful. Let me double check. I don't know if I pasted it or not. All right, so I think I want to do something like this. You know, there's options. Just remember, PowerShell is not the same thing, so a lot of the stuff that you're probably going to be trying to do isn't gonna fit. So yeah, you know, there's no 100% right or wrong. Yeah, as we change this, I want to set the value on that, just because. It's not actually being used by anything, so it shouldn't be an issue. And actually, value here is always going to be that. So yeah, I want to do this slightly different. So we'll set that no matter what. So, hold on. This should actually have a condition to it, shouldn't it? So yeah, there's feature type. There's the schedule. Oh. Yes, we don't see value type right there. Where are we doing that selection? So yeah, now value type gets set there. So yeah, value type here, yeah, this is where we want to set the value to something. So if feature dot feature type, this is where we need to coalesce that. And this is on a change event, so if we are changing the value type, right, this here is always an array, so we're fine with that. Otherwise, we need to check for, right, we know that we're in a selective or a value type here already. If I give it a number value, when the Rust gets to it, is it going to convert an integer to a float if I have it set that way? And I think it does. So otherwise, we're just checking for if it's a string or not. All right, so then else, this will be an if. All right, so we'll do both of those, and we have now coalesced that value as we expected. So then this is for every environment that we have. And this is where we actually want to change this part. We only need to do this part once. Hey, what up, Pack Rat? How you doing? Thank you for the gifted sub. Hey, thanks for paying that forward. And yeah, how you doing, Hugga? What you up to? You're on lunch right now? Nice. Yeah, we're getting there. So this part happens outside. We're good there. This happens inside the loop. No, it's Drama Sands. How you doing, Randy Richards? What you up to? If value type is being done there, right, it's global. What we need to do now is, let's do this. All right, so then this is going to be event is equal to string environment feature dot value you know what? No, we can do this. No. What I'm wondering is, do I actually want to do a conversion right here? Or do I want to do the conversion when we do the upload? Early convert has the chance of mangling values if they wanted to like switch between things. Right? So if we were to change this from string to number, the conversion there would make these nan. Right? Whereas if I just wanted to toggle them back, would we want to mangle those values? I don't think so. Right? Like I misclicked. Do we want to make the user set up every environment's flags? Right? Same thing with parsing from integer to float. Yeah, so I don't think I want to mangle values. I think that's something we do on the upload. Yeah, I think we're good on it. So then let's think about what the publish process is going to look like. And yeah, wait, why am I doing this twice? Yeah, that seems weird. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. But yeah, so it's when we are converting our config here. Yeah, I'm not going to remove it right now. So yeah, manifest, group files, and then the config.json. It's inside of each individual group file that we want to do that conversion, and also here where we're doing our clean config. So the scrubbed group. And that's what we're creating right here. Scrubbed environment is removing default environment feature values. And what's up, Luciana? How you doing? Yeah, what were you up to today? Ah, you're doing some Rust too? Nice. I'll probably be hopping into the Rust here in a minute to write some tests. But we gotta make sure that we're setting values here properly. Yeah, so I think that works. I'd almost want to, like, clone. Yeah, I think a deep clone would be good. That's fine. Landed here from Anthony. Which Anthony? Is that Anthony Shu? Some other Anthony? Yeah, Djansky, you guys might not have a proper process for cleaning up stale flags. That's something you should introduce at your organization. Oh, Anthony writes code. Cool. Like, did he recommend the stream? Interesting. We haven't seen him raid for a while. Cool. Well, thanks, Anthony. I get you, Djansky, but you can actually be recognized for trying to improve things if you actually try and introduce that. You might want to check out Piranha. I don't know what you're using for feature flags right now, but Uber has a tool that they wrote for this. Right? The way you actually stand out in most organizations is putting in the effort to make things better. Things that make other developers' jobs easier, etc. So, something to consider. Uber has Piranha right there, specifically for identifying stale flags. I'll be writing my own tool based on it, because I think we can find staleness in a different way. Alright, so yeah. What we're currently trying to think through is the best place to do our data transformation so that the data that makes it to the flag files is actually, like, scrubbed properly. Yeah, I think we're good. That's fine, Djansky. Alright, so let's do this. And we actually want to do it per environment too. Scrubbed environment dot features is equal to scrubbed environment dot features dot map. Blade Runner vibes? Yeah, that's kind of the point. Oh, that's right. Alright, so this is going to be new features and feature. Alright, so yeah, let's look at a few of these. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's entries. Yep. There we go. There we go. And what up, DPQ? How you doing? All right, so then if feature.feature type All right, so now that we know it's one of these, we can check if actually want to do these separately. So if it's selective, we check if feature dot value type All right, and then the thing that we're mapping would just be something like this. And there's plenty of ways we could do that. But we'll just say value and throw a value in there, and we do a conversion to string just in case. So then else if feature.numberType. Oop. We have to do it this way, which is fine. We can do this too. All right, so we do a little bit of that. I think I'm okay with it. And yeah, what up, Rook? How you doing, Breakbind? Yeah, what are y'all up to? So that's if it's selective. This is if it's value. And they actually have a separate thing they're doing. Because we no longer need to map right here. All right. So there we go. We do our conversions. We set the value there. We scrub it up. That's only within our environments. But it's at least happening within a group file, which is nice. And I might want to turn this into a function that like scrubs these, because I may end up doing some similar stuff elsewhere. Yeah. So this is going to be something like that. We're going to create a utility function down here just for messing with it. And this function is going to be called convert values based on types. So features is a record string Vexilla feature. Alright, so now we got this utility function here. Let's fix this part. Cool. No, Halo music? No, this is just, And hey, what's up, Leonard? How you doing? This is just white bed audio. It's just synthwave. If you ever want to get a link to the song, just do ! Song. Alright, so we've got that part where we convert values based on feature types. Convert feature values. Sure, it's long. And it's maybe more like coerce feature values. That could work. But yeah, we end up needing to do it separately for the features themselves. So convert feature values based on types, and this ends up just being group.features. All right, so that's our main config file. That's actually the group files instead. But we're setting it on new config. Oh, no, we're not setting it on new config yet. So we've got group files. Those are good. This right here on the manifest looks right. Yes, we need to modify clean config as well. Trying to implement refresh tokens in Node.js project using Redis. Problem is, if the Redis client crashes, the DB will get erased. Yeah, anything that you need to persist, you should probably just persist. You can definitely persist Redis data too, though. Right? Redis has persistence built right in. Did that answer your question? Like, I don't know what you're looking for other than that. Yep. That's not the issue with the AI. It's that you're not asking the right questions. Right? Your first question should have probably been, does Redis have persistence? Which you wouldn't even need AI for. That's just a quick Google. So instead, in the future, I would say try and rephrase your questions if you're not getting good results from either AI or Google. I don't care which one you use, that doesn't matter to me whatsoever. The main gist is that that's the #1 skill you need to learn. Rephrasing your questions in a way that you can actually help yourself rather than requiring a chat to do it. No, I hate that idea, Lobos. I truly, truly hate that idea. That's fine, Dajansky. That's probably something you should learn too. Learning a bit of React, does anyone know if there's any difference between JS and JSX and then TS and TSX? Yeah, I mean, JSX files have JSX in them. TSX files have JSX in them. Because Googling is a skill I have. I don't want Google to filter anymore for me. They already do a great job of giving me a whole bunch of stuff, and I want to pick and choose through it. I don't want to get less results. That sounds terrible to me. My entire skill as a developer is trusting myself to find the answer on the internet. By Googling, not asking some random chat room. So Mixer, you can only do that if you have your build tools configured properly. At the end of the day, if you configure your build tool to use any file type and tell it what to do with that file type, you can make up your own extension if you really want. They're just hints. A file extension can be changed as much as you want. They're just hints to whatever editor. If you tell your editor or bundler how to handle it, then you're done. Yeah, but it's the bundler and the build process that are deciding that. Much in the same way that you could make up your own extension and just tell Webpack or Vite or whatever how to handle that extension, and you're done. Hence things like a .astro file. Again, it's just a hint to your editor and your bundler. If you can hint towards your editor or bundler what those hints actually mean, then cool, you can make your own thing. At the end of the day, they're just conventions that if you follow them, make some things easier without having to write stuff yourself. So yeah, no worries. No worries. But yeah, let's have a whiskey. Let's have a whiskey. And hey, Luciano, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thanks for the raid and the follow. And yeah, Frying Slipper. I was trying to mix up the R and the L to see if like you were just doing that as like a play on words, but nope. No, instead, Frying Slipper. Did someone throw a chancla at you? And now it's in your deep fryer? It doesn't matter, Lobosel. Just use one. The difference between them isn't going to affect you unless you can actually tell the difference yourself. What whiskey? We are drinking on Woodford Reserve. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Don't feel compelled just because I'm doing it, though. Can someone do the today and the Vexilla commands for Lobosel? We have commands for these, Lobosel. I mean, I can't explain every single little thing about it every time someone asks. If those things aren't giving you enough, maybe ask a more informed question after that and see how it feels. But, yeah, like, I don't know, man. Yeah, once you've actually read some of those commands and understood what feature flags are, or feature toggles, or whatever, then I think we can have a better conversation about it. Sorry, I got this, like, baseball game going over here. Super annoying. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, I think we've got some of the conversion going. We're definitely doing it for the config file. Or no, we're doing it for the group files, but not the config file. What do you mean by work-related? Like, I can say where I work, etc. Hold on one sec. So you're thinking about building a blog on your portfolio site, you use TS Next, thinking about MDX and Ghost? I mean, why do you, like, if you want to learn something new, then do it, Moondata, right? Nothing should stop you. I would say probably trying it out will be more for you anyway. You're saying or Ghost? Again, like, try it out, see how you like it. Refactoring shouldn't be a big deal. You should be able to figure out within a couple hours. Right? How long do you think it's really going to take to get a gist of working with them? Could you gain that and have way more of an understanding than just asking a random internet stranger? I think so. Exactly. Yeah, just try them. The answer you're always going to get from me is learning something new is always worth it. Always worth it. All right, so hold on. What skills would I like a person to have when hiring? I don't do hiring, like at the company I'm at, so it doesn't matter. At the company I was at before, I don't know, man. Like, it's such a broad question. there's just no answer. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna do this. Clean config, we want to do the same thing. Clean config dot groups and that's an array. I don't mind talking about work. I'm just saying, like, it's such a broad question. It doesn't help anything. Knowing what I look for when I'm interviewing people is meaningless to you because you're not interviewing with me. Every person's different. Who cares? Alright, so we want to do a map. Oh, and actually it'll be this. Alright, so group.features. That's another way we could have done that too. I think that's fine. All right, so we're doing it for features right there, and then group.environments. All right, so then here we want to modify the environment. So then environment, oh, hold on, we're not doing this part right. This is gonna be new environment, environment ID, and environment. All right, so then here, this would be environment.features becomes the convert. Wait. So we see Vexilla environment here. We see environment there. What is the difference between a Vexilla environment and an environment? So where is Vexilla environment even used? That's it. So I think Vexilla environment is no good. So published environment, regular environment. Yep. Okay, so this now. What is that used in? Oh, interesting. That doesn't seem right to me anymore. Okay, so let's do this. Vexilla env then becomes that. Okay, so I think that fixed a few different issues. Does mean we're gonna have to fix some stuff inside of our clients, but that should be okay. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we're good there. We just have that error there. Totally fine. So I think we're good now. Yeah, alright. So that should mean that we've got a bunch of changes. Let's actually log in. Grab some of that. Okay, so we've updated our features here. Nice. I mean, Labossel, what are you actually asking? Of course people still use raw JavaScript. Like, I don't know, man. Do you have a better question to ask? Ooh. Ah. Labossel, do you think frameworks are new? Right? You're saying nowadays as if it's a new thing. Nope. I just think there's a false premise in your statement, though, right? It's a bunch of front-end frameworks these days. Whatever, you didn't say front-end, but I knew what you meant. When do you think the first JavaScript framework was created? How is that these days? And React wasn't even close to the first one. Not even close. Labossel, just because it's new to you, stop, right? You made the fundamental flaw of saying that your experience, or at least portraying that your experience is the common case, etc. That's not productive, man. It all compiles to plain.js. No matter what, you're still using plain.js at the end of the day. So I'm looking to see if there's a lurk I could leave. on some stream. Preferably one where it goes farther than others. Not really. I'll throw one on Alan. Sure. All right, let's pour another beverage. Let's pour some more water. No, we've prioritized other things. Alright, so we created this PR. Actually, we didn't create the PR because that feature.value.map failed us. So we gotta figure out why. But yeah, what's everyone up to? Anything fun today? Looking at who's lurking real quick. Why would it need to get periodically updated? Gradual rollout is on you to increase the percentage value. Rolling plastic models? Nice. When you're saying plastic models, are you talking about, like the cars where it's like little parts or whatever? Exactly, the bread. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, those are always fun. I work from home. I've worked from home since 2017, Mixer. Guild Wars 2? Oh, I haven't played any of that. Mm-hmm. It's basically been the case forever that if you're good at what you do, You can argue for work from home pretty much anywhere anyway. Alright, so I think it's down in here that we actually hit that error. There we go. And what's up, Tina? That was super fun playing some ARAM yesterday. That was good stuff. Yeah. Just made a Smurf account? Yeah, is that for maybe, like, so we can do some ranked or whatever? I'll happily level up a brand new account and Smurf with you. Right? Not ranked, but, like, just a proper, like, Summoner's Rift instead of ARAM? Or are you doing it so you specifically, like, have an ARAM champ so you can, like, pick only ARAM, like, champs that you want to play? Because I've done that before, too. Back in the day, and this isn't even on this same account anymore, but they had a thing where if you referred like 150 other accounts, you'd get like a special Warwick skin. So I referred my own accounts and would just level them using ARAM. I did 150 of them. Maybe it was only 100, but it was too many. Fixed pool of champs anyway? I don't think so, Golfsco. Wait, really? I thought you only, like, were able to pick from, like, the free champs that week, and then the ones that you had. Yeah, I don't know for sure. I don't know. You're probably right. I haven't looked into that. Is it every champ anyway? I thought it was only the free ones that week. But I would assume maybe they did away with the free champ thing. And now it's just all of them? If so, then alright, that's a good move. I get it. X Lucifer, thank you for the follow. Most of your friends are below gold, so hence Smurf account. Makes sense. Oh yeah, Golfsco. I totally did the referral thing, and I got, like, all of those free skins. I think it was a free Warwick skin. I totally did that. Yeah, you had to level the accounts to, like, level, like, 10 or 15, maybe? I think that was it. I think it was 10. So yeah, I just ARAM on brand new accounts, and I got a bunch of... Like, I got the referral thing. It's not even on this account anymore. I ended up losing that account due to just some trolls. Right? Because it used to be way worse. If you pissed off, like, a 3-pack or higher, they'd just all report you and you'd get an immediate ban. So yeah, like, 3 and 4 packs back in the day used to have extra power to just fuck someone's entire account. sucked. I don't know if they've actually fixed that or not either. Yeah, the smartest move is to just mute everybody besides people that you like queued up with. Which is sad. It's supposed to be kind of social, but it just isn't. Alright, so let's cancel and let's try this again. Yeah, play with people you know or mute people you don't. It's actually kind of easy once you do that. But bam! Alright, so we created that PR. Let's go get it merged. Perfect. Nice. It coerced that value for us just fine. Awesome. Number type is added. Perfect. Value is coerced as we expected. Nice, nice. I'm going to say we're good. Yeah, let's merge it. All right, so I just got to bring that into my fixture data for testing, and we should be good now. So we'll have to test the Rust code. Now we should see that 8 go down to 0 here in just a second. So on a 30-second timer, I want to make sure that's working. It might end up, yeah, all right. So no local changes to publish, perfect. And I think part of the reason for that is we actually modified our local state when we did our publish too, because of how like the proxies are working and how our state like is wired up. And I'm okay with that. I think that's actually the right move. All right, so we got those values. Let's go grab them and put them into our fixture data. So 3 minutes ago, yeah, this is definitely one of them. Oh, I should open up all of them. Anything that was updated 3 minutes ago needs to be added. And that's it, just those two files, perfect. Oh, and shit, hold on. Someone asked about the YouTube stuff. I totally forgot about your YouTube comment. What's my plan about YouTube channel tutorial live streams? No, I'm not planning, so, Real Coder, I'm not planning any, like, tutorial content. Most of the content I'm actually planning, besides, like, the live streams that I'm doing now, is just related to, like, teaching you a concept. So yeah, I'll be talking about, like, macros in TypeScript, how you can make macro-like functionality, etc., using whatever. I have a video for that I just gotta, like, do some screen capture stuff and, like, you know, edit and finish, which I'm gonna try and do tomorrow. But yeah, as far as the content I want to make for YouTube, it's mainly just, like, in the style of, like, the presentations I do for meetups, etc., of giving you the information to Google what you need later. I'm not trying to be, like, the end-all, be-all, like, here's everything you ever needed to know about something. I'm trying to give you the keywords to, like, teach yourself the rest. Does that make sense? Sorry, Real Coder. Hope you're out there. Didn't mean to leave you hanging on that question. But yeah, I don't like or watch tutorial content, so I really wouldn't be good at making tutorial content. I wouldn't mind trying to do, like, workshop style content, especially if something like front-end coders or front-end masters, that's it. If front-end masters would allow me to give a workshop on how to manipulate and use ASTs, I think that'd be fun. It's actually a thing I'd like to start proposing for, like, conferences in general. Like, yeah, could I give a workshop on ASTs and various tools to use to do AST-based stuff? Absolutely. So, yeah, I think that's more of the type of content I want to make. I don't watch tutorial content. I don't typically do workshops either, so it's a lot harder, but I think I could do a workshop more than I could do, like, a tutorial video. I don't think I'd be good at a tutorial video because I don't like tutorial videos. I don't watch them. I don't have any, like, opinions or critiques on them, other than the fact that I just don't use them. So, yeah, for the most part, I don't watch a lot of video content, which kind of means I'm not the best person to make video content, but I'm gonna keep trying. I barely even watch streams. Let me put it that way. There's certain streams that I find really fun and engaging, and then there's others, like one earlier today, that just bummed me out being there. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't feel very welcome in a stream earlier today, so I unfollowed and everything. And they're no longer mod here, all that. They're not banned, but yeah, I really didn't enjoy being in their stream. They made me not feel welcome. Little bit Vaultmord, but I'm not gonna say what stream that was. Oh, thanks, Terrace. What you're seeing on Vexilla right now is actually old. We have a complete, like, schema rewrite that'll allow scheduling and some other things. And yeah, someone asked about scheduling, like, gradual rollout earlier. Yeah, like, there's no server to increase the gradual nature of it. That would be on someone to do manually, or theoretically, they could have like multiples, but I don't like the idea of like an automatic gradual rollout, because then how do you roll things back? So I wrote the Kotlin. I thought I had an Objective-C. Do I not have an Objective-C in there? The Kotlin we actually did, but I couldn't release it to Maven. Oh, we don't have the Objective-C either. Yeah, good call. I would like to do one for mobile stuff. I think a Swift one would be a great idea. I think maybe I'd write it in Objective-C first, because you can use the Objective-C inside of Swift, right? But yeah, my iOS development knowledge is easily like 10 plus years old. I have a certificate from UW for Objective-C iOS dev. But you should be able to consume them inside of each other willy-nilly, right? So I would probably just write it with Objective-C, but maybe I could do it with Swift. I don't know. Not picky. I'll let chat vote on it. Maybe I'll try both. We actually did write a Kotlin one. If you go look at the Vexilla organization, there is a Kotlin like client, but I was waiting on it to be like pushed to Maven, and I had to do some like approval for Maven, and I totally like lost that thread and forgot about it. So yeah, maybe I got approved for Maven and I forgot about it, or maybe there's some other BS I got to do, but I did write a Kotlin version on like the older version of the schema. Right? All of these are on the older version of the schema. The only thing that touches the new version of the schema is my newest version of the JSTS library and the newest version of the Rust. I plan on making it to where y'all can actually contribute if you want by just forking and, you know, making a branch, creating the thing, and then I can totally merge it in. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Terrace. I think I was going for, like, the main official one. And as far as I know, I don't know what's actually official. But yeah, I think I was just trying to go to, like, Maven Core or something like that. I don't know the name. I don't remember any of that. I would like to be up on the main one. Official one is Troubles. I know, but I'd still rather make sure I'm up on the official one. And then on others, too. Right? How hard could it be? So, yeah. That's my main goal eventually. I can always link to the unofficial client Kotlin if you want to just like pull it down and install it yourself somehow. But yeah, main gist is I want to get the Rust and the JSTS solid, covering every base that I need to, and then other people can actually help implement some of these others for things that you're experienced with or not, or you want to learn it, whatever, right? So the goal is to at least have a strict one, like the Rust, and a loose one, like the JSTS, and allow people to implement their own based upon the patterns for each. Yeah, that's why I did Kotlin as the main thing. I believe I wrote it in that way, but again, I need it to be published somewhere that can actually consume it. Right? It needs to be on some public repository. I'm pretty sure we tried to write Kotlin in a way that would be, like, fully usable. but I don't know for sure. If you want to go find it, it's in there. So Crazy Monkey, think about the flags as, like, for this application, it's just a JSON file somewhere. I would say the process isn't ready yet, the bread, and I want to document that process for you. So when I think I have my 2 clients ready, that's when I start really digging into the documentation for these things. So I don't think we're ready yet for people to contribute, but the main goal is I need to get these 2 done. And then I can set up the docs for people to do the contribution process. Oh, is that one JVM only? All right, cool. Thank you for looking, Terrace. We did write it like 2+ years ago, so maybe the multi-platform wasn't ready yet? I don't know. I like to think that I would have just used the multi-platform if it was available. So if it's a newer thing, then yeah, I'm missing it. Because I haven't touched it in like 2, possibly 3 years. Again, if that's something that you'd like to help contribute, I think I can have this stuff documented here within the next week or so. Oh, am I using like too many like native libraries, etc.? Oh, someone beat me to it. Thanks, Mixer. And yeah, how's everyone over on the YouTube? Thank you all for the lurks. You're really helping me out. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this documentation site is massively out of date as well. So, a lot of stuff I gotta do, a lot of stuff I gotta improve. We'll get there. Alright, let's try this real quick. Will it blend? No, it did not blend. Oh! Hold on, so this is before global start end? Yeah. Yeah, they're very thin. Keep in mind though, Terrace, that was only when we had a toggle and a gradual. Right? Nowadays, we actually have the idea of scheduling and some other stuff, and it's going to get way bigger. So you're looking at the older one that only had the idea of on-off and gradual release. Now we have the idea of configuring a selective list of maybe IDs that you want to enable this thing for, right? A value list, or a value, meaning like, yeah, you want to do billing or something. We have scheduling. So that's why I'm concentrating only on 2 clients right now. And then hopefully relying upon people in the community that want to like contribute and have fun with it. Again, if no one wants to do it, that's fine. I'll make all these things again. We'll take votes on the next one we work on. Same way we did it before. That's why we have so many. I just let people vote on the things they wanted to see as we went. No big deal. Because again, I don't care. They're not sports teams. I'll learn and use every single one of these things, and I'll add some more to it. Will I get some zig going? Why not? Fuck it. The main gist is I want to make sure I'm checking the boxes for multiple platforms if I can. So the C# should be usable in F# as well, which means I shouldn't need to do an F# client. So I want to make sure I'm satisfying like the baselines per like ecosystem. So that's where like the Kotlin multi-platform would make a lot of sense. I don't know what I'd have to do to fix that. We'll probably look at it eventually. Like I said, I think it's going to take me like a week max from where we're at right now to make sure that my 2, like my Rust and my JSTS clients are done and ready. I think we're looking at like just 1 more week maximum before I have documentation and things set up for that process. So yeah, it'll be a little bit, right? Maybe a week max. You're saying you'll check back in a month? I just don't think it'll take that long. I really don't. If I had said a week last week, then yeah, obviously, duh. But no, I think we're actually there. So crazy, I'm not sure what you mean with that. What do you mean by build dependencies between different feature flags? The entire thing we're talking about is that feature flags have to be runtime, not build time. Build time feature flags are just no good. Hold on. Warren Buffering is pulling a massive trolley move. He will not even do a dry rub on his beef for a Philly cheesesteak? Not even pepper? Yeah, so my reply is, tell me nobody likes your Philly cheesesteaks without telling me nobody likes your Philly cheesesteaks, Kappa. And yeah, hold on, I forgot to actually like his comments. No, again, cook whatever you want. I'm not worried about it. But man, like Philly cheesesteak is one of the things that absolutely needs a marinade and a dry rub. Now, I'm not happy with the marinade I did yesterday. Right? They said, I'm dying on this hill. And I pointed out, totally fine. You're the only one there because no one wants your Philly cheesesteaks, LOL. And then I followed up with, I'm just joking, by the way. Eat whatever you want. CRT, any way to enable Oh My Zish in there? It should use whatever you have as your default thing, right? Like, look at it this way. I have Oh My Zish totally working. So if Oh My Zish is part of your default terminal, it should be there. It should totally be working. So I think that's actually a flaw in your setup in some way. I don't know what's wrong, because I don't have that problem. I haven't had that problem, so I have no idea. Yeah, Nori's Mixer, like, Your Oh My Zish stuff should actually work inside of like your standard like OS terminal too, right? Like the OS X terminal or Mac OS terminal, whatever. That should also have your Oh My Zish set up. If you don't have it there, then that's hinting at the fact that maybe you misconfigured something. I don't know what. I have no idea. No, I mean, it happens. Don't feel bad about it. Like, it's whatever. I'm just saying, though, like, theoretically, it should work everywhere. Like, I haven't had to reset up any of these things. It just works because it's set at, like, the bash config level or whatever. So, theoretically, whatever you have set should actually be using your bash config, probably. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to fix, but just, yeah. Keep in mind, there's something that you probably just have to configure differently. But again, not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. It's whatever. Yeah, no worries. All right, so yeah, we're currently dealing with like time zone issues right now. Yeah, it should actually improve your VS Code terminal. I just want to point this out, like, I never, ever use the terminal inside of VS Code unless I'm debugging like an extension. That's it. That's the only time, ever. I don't find it useful, actually. I actually think it harms people. It makes them think that they need VS Code to do this for them. Now, I'm not saying you think that way, but there are plenty of people out there that use it that way that would actually benefit from just having a separate terminal. Understanding the separation of concerns as well. Ah, there you go. Yeah. There are certain things where you're gonna need it. And yeah, debugging a VS Code extension is one of those ways. If you're gonna make a custom extension, you're gonna use the VS Code terminal. Mostly out of convenience. I actually find that it's less convenient. It takes up some of my editor space that I would rather just use myself. I gotcha. Everything running in the terminal is good? All right. Anyway, so they don't actually disagree. They're just dying on a hill for the sake of dying on a hill, which I can respect. Yeah, Warren buffering is actually very funny. I enjoy most of his tweets, even if I don't agree with them, which is actually the best part, right? That's the goal, I think. So here's one thing though, Sicarius, like VS Code does have a proper terminal. So it versus like your iTerm is really not a big deal. It'll actually use your bash config, etc. Right? So I don't mind if people do it, it's just not something I do. I like the idea of consuming a tab that I can totally just navigate to and, you know, I got the thing running. Oh, do I need to restart it? It's just right there. I typically have a bunch of servers I need to run. Hence why I got 4 things running right now. I got my PNPM watch for changes to our type system so I can recompile those. I got my start right here for the test server so I can serve up the data for my end-to-end tests. I got my get auth server so that I can actually like log back into my web application, and I got the web app running right here. Yeah, I got 4 things that I would like to independently manage. I don't want VS Code taking any liberties with that. Right? Like, yeah, I mean, in a significant enough application, you're gonna have more than one thing you gotta run. And you typically want to have fine-tuned restartability of those things you're running. Otherwise, you got to wait for everything to spin back up again. All right, so here's what I'm going to do real quick like. I think we fixed what we needed there. That said, I got some tests to comment for now. We called this scheduled, that's actually selective. I'm gonna comment them out right now. Oh, and that's the daily, this is the start end. Will it blend? It did not blend. All right. Missing field number type. Really? We see number type in a bunch of places. I'm wondering if I'm missing number type from one of my types. Line 79, column 7. I don't think it's here. Oh, you know what? I think that's actually it. We want number type to be set on these as well. Now, I don't... I don't know. Hold on. Yeah. Feature ID null is what we're expecting there. But yeah, selective and value here don't have number type set. It's like a hair in front of my eye. Oh, and real quick, Seradande, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How you doing? All right, so yeah, we gotta actually set this number type value. And I'm not sure where we actually want to do that. Hold on, real quick. Cup of tea, nothing wrong, perfectly fine. All right, just double checking on the chat, making sure I didn't miss something. Hold on. Looks like Craig might have responded back with a comment about stuff. Maybe not. No, my phone's just freaking out. All right, cool. Let me pour this, and yeah, we're shredding the whiskey right now. I'm okay with it. I think it's basically just me and Robotic Head for gaming tonight. Man, and the Atlanta Braves are kicking my ass in this, like, baseball thing I'm trying to automate. Grabbing yourself a little glass? And yeah, you said you got, like, a scotch that you're sipping on? Let's pour another one of these. And yeah, I'm not actually certain on what I'm eating tonight. The butter shrimp dish is really good. I could easily go for dumplings again. I ended up grabbing the glass of Jack Daniels. Nice. Yeah, I can't drink Jack anymore, only because I overdid it, because it was like the whiskey like of choice, like the branded whiskey for Rome snowboards. So there would always be too much Jack Daniels to go around, which means that typically you're going to overdo it, which means that I can still kind of taste that like that vomity taste. Just thinking about it. Same thing if I drink rum. For some reason, it just reminds me of that, like, vomity taste. Yeah, I can't drink Captain Morgan's. I can't even drink Sailor Jerry's. Like, all rum. No. Yeah, like, they're... Like, taste and smell is actually the #1 thing tied to memory. So, yeah, like, a bad taste or a bad, like, you know, bad smell is actually a thing that's gonna be, like, tied to your memory as the strongest, like, sensation in general. So yeah, yeah, it's pretty brutal, actually. I believe technically smell is like the sense most tied to memory, but taste is actually 50% smell anyway. Oh, cool. Could be. That's why the pizza is always on those like hoagies with like barely passable like sauce and cheese, right? Half a hoagie with sauce and cheese on it. That's like cafeteria pizza, no problem, right? I think we've all eaten that. Right? They did it specifically so that the smell would be something you remembered. But yeah, what up, Vanix? How you doing? Alright, so, yeah. Alright, so number type not being defined. That's our main issue. So we need to define number type when we can. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Well, no, that's not failing. No, it's the number type thing. So we got to be making sure that we're setting number type. So let's shuffle these things back to where they need to be. So we actually want to do it when we're setting the type. I think I have it on Google domains, actually. I don't remember. Do they not say the registrar when you do a who is? They really not? Wow. Namecheap. I have it through Namecheap. I haven't migrated off of Namecheap yet. I plan on doing so because the CEO is unhinged. Based upon our previous interactions. I'm not saying he's categorically unhinged in every regard, but my interactions with him leads me to believe he is unhinged. I will defend that in court if need be, because he is very litigious. He threatened to sue me on the last fucking thread I participated in. Based upon that, I will never use Namecheap for a new domain ever again, and I'm just waiting for some of these things to like get close to expiring so I can migrate them over to some other host in which the CEO isn't gonna threaten to sue me. Here's the funniest part, though. The .dev domains are owned by Google anyway, which is even crazier. So yeah, I basically just need to transfer that to a registrar that does support .dev. I believe Porkbun does, and I believe Cloudflare is working on it. I don't think they support .dev yet, but that's most likely the move. Either Cloudflare or Porkbun. I'll probably go with Porkbun just because I want to support like indie stuff rather than putting all my eggs in one basket kind of thing. Hold on, real quick. Alright, so yeah, how's everyone's Saturday going? Y'all having a good day? I do need to go use the restroom, so give me just a sec. Yeah, I gotta pee. I'm gonna break this seal real quick. I'm gonna go pour some more water while I do it. Let me just pour this up right now. I might even need to go grab some more Woodford. We'll see if this actually, like, satisfies a full, like, shot worth. Oh, yeah, plenty. Yeah, we're not even going crazy. No, I don't actually even drink coffee. It's just, yeah, it's not for me. And it actually becomes even better when we realize that hot beverages actually cause throat cancer. Not even kidding, right? Drinking stuff at way too high of a temperature actually is a major, like, not a like literal cause, but it increases your odds of throat cancer. Yeah, they've done that study. People who live in the UK drinking hot tea every day have a much higher case of throat cancer than people who live in the US and drink reasonably temperatured coffee. Yeah, it's a gnarly thing, actually. Yeah, hot beverages cause throat cancer. Not even kidding. Studies out there prove that. So yeah, real quick, let me go use the restroom. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. I'm sorry. I gotta pee real bad. Mixer, I don't actually know what temperature matters or not, but just saying, hot beverages cause throat cancer. Yeah, look it up. Yeah, that's actually a thing. Like, yeah, double check that. At the bare minimum, just make sure it's like at a drinkable temperature. But again, don't take my word for it. Like, look it up. You know, verify what I'm saying. That's the only way to approach any information online. Like, double check it, man. I am a fallible human being that might be wrong, and I might have been fed the wrong information. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I think it's at least worth looking into. Right? For sure. Maybe you'll assume that I'm just wrong. Like, that's fine. I get it. Sicarius, it might even be just that simple, right? By damaging cells in your throat due to the hot water, it causes your body to create new cells, and those new cells have at least a percentage chance of going cancerous because they're new cells and they could always go wrong just due to like DNA bullshit. When you recognize that you do that every day by burning those cells and having to recreate them, yeah, you're just increasing the odds that some cell's gonna go wonky. I don't know, man. It makes sense in my head. I don't know if that's actually the mechanism. No idea. Not sure. Oh, did I just hit F11 there? Yeah, I did. But again, this is not some PhD motherfucker telling you exactly how it should be. So real quick, Dandy Codes. Ooh, is that actually like, oh, it's just Dandy. Am I just now recognizing that? Can we recognize, yes, I want to point that out right now. Here in the app, this entire thing sucks, right? Like the overlap, like the grossness, like, ugh. So you're seeing the old version of the app and the new version is so much better, right? So you're not a pain in the ass. You're pointing out how flawed the original like client is, and look at how good the new client is. Ooh, so pretty. If you're talking about this overlap thing, yeah, no, that shit sucks. It's the worst. I think you're saying if I was zoomed in more? I don't think that's an issue or thing that I can even really get around. I think that's like just a thing that'll happen, and I'm not worried about it. I don't care if it breaks to a new line. You're in Firefox? Again, like, yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know if that's actually an issue. I don't care if it goes to a new line. Yeah, I'm absolutely okay with that. Right? Like, the fix would actually be making it go, like, ellipsis. And I think that actually harms usability for a thing in which, like, you should probably be able to read the whole link. So I'm okay with it being 2 lines. I don't mind that. I don't think it's an issue. Now, granted, should it have been 2 lines by default and then, like, making it bold doesn't change anything? Okay, I could see that, right? The fact that it's different between bold and not? Okay, I get that. Sure. Right, we can see that, like, the width changes, so it's related to that for sure. You're not wrong at all. You're totally not wrong. I just don't know if I care. Does it break the user experience? All right, cool. So at that point, I can't possibly predict and like adapt to every permutation of screen size, zoom, maybe even internal font size on your browser settings, right? At the end of the day, all it needs to be is readable. If it changes layout, I don't think I can actually fix that. I don't think it's worth actually fixing that. But again, I just want to double check that. That's awesome. Like, thank you for showing that. Here to announce you have made the best lentil soup ever? Okay. I like lentils. I like barley as well in like a good soup. Barley in soup? Oh, absolutely. Barley's great in soup. Yeah. Even like Campbell's, Chunky, etc., has like a beef barley soup. Like it's like a famous, like, common thing. No, barley's delicious. Barley's actually awesome. They're like these awesome little, like, concentrated kernels. Yeah, barley's just a grain, right? You throw that grain into a soup to make it take up space and give you some of them sweet, sweet carbs. But barley is actually, I think, in many types of soup, better than rice. I'm not saying all types of soup, but at least with like a beef, like, based and beef, like, chunked soup, barley is a really good grain in that soup. But yeah, beef barley soup is a major thing, for sure. Totally exists. Campbell's soup has a specific beef barley soup that they make. Exactly, yeah, Bunch, like, barley doesn't disintegrate. Whereas, eventually, rice kind of does, unless you, like, undercook it and let it absorb stuff. Right? Noodles, if you cook them properly and then throw them into like a soup, yeah, they will actually be way too soft and gross, right? So if you're making a soup, you actually want to undercook your noodles and then throw them into the soup and then cook the soup a bit more. Especially if you're going to be canning the soup later. No worries, Gremlin. Again, like, yeah, that's a cultural thing, so no big deal. But yeah, barley and soup, like, beef barley soup is a major dish. Right? Are you gonna look at this and tell me that doesn't look fucking delicious? Ooh-wee. Yeah, that looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a really good soup. Red lentils, carrots, garlic, chilies soup. Oh, yeah, sounds fun. I'm sorry, Mixer. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know that this is a foodie stream. And yeah, Zap, Mr. Sir, how you doing? Will it run on your Apple Watch? Ooh, that I don't know. But yeah, hi. How you doing, Zap? How you doing, Zap? What you up to? Anything fun? Anything cool? Anything extra special? And yeah, all of y'all lurking right now are helping me out so much over on the YouTube. 4 concurrent viewers at 18 average minutes watching. Y'all are helping so much. Thank you. That's huge. Lurking for a bit while dinner cooks? So real quick, Zap, what are you cooking for dinner? Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, soup sounds really good right now. My mom makes a really good, like, turkey-based soup. I think she does the barley thing. I think she does a bunch of that. She also does, like, the weird, like, crazy-looking, like, it's like an artichoke-related thing. I forget the name of it, even. But it's got, like, the, like, That weird-ass pattern. No worries, Mixer. Yeah, have a good one. Ooh, that sucks, Mixer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract you so much. Ooh, a roast on the barbecue. Like, so Zap, when you say a roast, you talking like a beef roast, like a tenderloin or something? Prime rib. Nice. Hell yeah. What did you season it with? Like dry rub style. Or maybe even wet rub. I don't know. But yeah, what did you season with? I'm always looking for like a good seasoning for beef. And yeah, so Aldous, you're saying I inspired you to get a new video course on RSpec for testing Ruby, where you can learn about mocks. Ooh, Aldous, yeah. Doing mocks properly is a massively beneficial practice to get in. Doesn't matter what language you're in, right? That stuff for RSpec and testing Ruby will actually help you think about how to test other languages too. So yeah, no worries, Aldous. Yeah, thank you, appreciate you. And again, if you've tested your bot enough and you want to test it with a group of people, you can do so. I'm, sorry for being harsher about that than yesterday, than I should have been yesterday, right? The main gist is like, do the initial testing elsewhere, and when you actually want to test it at scale, this is a perfect place for that. But I'd rather make sure that we're doing like the scale testing rather than like the initial testing, Crayfish soup. Ooh. So Sicarius, how do you season a crayfish soup? I'm guessing a bunch of cayenne powder, garlic powder, onion powder. But yeah, what do you add other than that? And Zap is saying they use Montreal steak spice, and I'm guessing that's a dry rub. Do you know what's in Montreal steak spice? I'd like to know. Yeah, exactly. No worries, Aldous. Thank you for, understanding. Right? You put in the effort in your own channel or in the bot's own channel. No big deal. And then when you're ready, I think it's a better, test of the thing. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for getting it. Thank you for not being offended by that. Ton of different spices. I mean, Zeb, I'd just simply say, understanding what you like and don't like about it, and then understanding how these flavors tie together would mean that you could make your own flavoring at some point to really just make it your own instead of just something you gotta buy somewhere. Now again, you don't have to do shit, but I really like having flavoring and spicing that I can do custom with just some ingredients. I value that more than most recipes, Right? If I don't get too much whiskey in me over the next couple hours, the meal I'm gonna make is a a butter shrimp dish in which I'm gonna cook the shrimp and season it with garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, and paprika, and that's about it. That's about it. And then from there, I'll toss it, I'll cook it, and then I'll bring the noodles in, which are gonna be angel hair noodles, so I gotta be very particular about whether they get cooked right. And then from there, I just add a half a stick of butter, and that's actually the sauce mixed with the seasonings on the shrimp that becomes a really delicious meal. So yeah, salt and pepper would be added too. I forgot those. So yeah, I really like it. It's a just delicious meal. Awesomely delicious meal. What do I think about HTMX? Have I tried it yet? I have not used it for anything. It doesn't solve any problems I'm trying to solve, so I don't care. I might use it eventually if the dude who makes it wants to sponsor stream. He's got other shit making his own, like, you know, people like hyping him up to where he doesn't need to sponsor anybody anyway. But it doesn't solve problems I need. I make applications. I typically don't make websites. At the end of the day, I need something that helps me make applications. And HTMX does not help me make applications. Not in a way that I need it to, at least. Right? So there's a very big difference between a web app and a website. Websites are actually one of the smallest, like, portions of things I actually do as a developer. Even doing front end, full stack, whatever. Websites are actually max 20% of my time. Instead, making an application that does things I need it to, HTMX doesn't solve that. Remix doesn't even solve that. Anyone who's ever tried to create a dashboard using Remix knows how shitty that experience actually is. Because you'd have to wrap every interaction into like a server-side handler for that interaction. And if you have like 20 of them on a page, you have to like compose those interactions in a way that is just unintuitive. Right? You have a dashboard application in which you show a list of all these things, and deleting an individual thing versus modifying an individual thing versus, you know, adding a new one. Like, all of these are separate, like, server-side interactions, in my opinion. To try and solve all of them within one action in Remix is just counterintuitive. It's just not right. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. Unless they expose a proper composition layer for that, in which they could compose server actions, then Remix has like a major use case. But that's not Remix's concern. I haven't seen anything about composable server actions. Doesn't exist in their docs anywhere. So at this point, Remix is really not meant for dashboard applications until their docs acknowledge that use case. And they just don't. Ah, yeah. So leaks and chives are actually the same thing, right? Those are actually like the green, like mini onion. And you're probably talking about like just proper onion, right? So totally different thing. Yeah, but leaks and chives, for the longest time, I didn't realize they were different. Or actually, let me point this out. For the longest time, I thought they were different. Right, leak versus chive. For one, leaks are larger than chives. I don't know if I believe that. As far as I know, leaks and chives have always been the same shit. Right, we see chives right there. Oh shit, what's a fucking scallion? Oh shit, I forgot what a scallion is too. Scallions are the same fucking thing, you fucking assholes. Leaks, chives, and scallions, same shit. Same fucking shit. Leaks, chives, and scallions, the same fucking thing, right? Anyone trying to convince you otherwise is just a shill for big scallion. Really, Gremlin? I don't actually think that's a thing. Leaks, chives, and scallions. They're the same shit, man. Scallion and chives are the same fucking thing. Are leeks actually different? I don't think they are, man. I really don't think they actually are. Shallots! Shallots and scallions. Dude, again, the fact that there's so many different names for these fucking things. There you go, Alan, Mr. Sir. Get them hips involved. Is bok choy another name? I had thought bok choy was separate, but I don't know, actually, at this point. I have no idea. Yeah, none of these are actually, like, the botanist name for any of it, right? They're all, like, colloquial, like, you know, random things. Oh, and, Zap, you're saying you make your own Italian marinade for chicken. Ooh, okay. So wait, what is your Italian marinade for chicken? Now I'm curious about that. A bloomin' onion. Yeah, so Gremlin, I just really don't know if leeks are actually that different. Maybe, possibly maybe, the leek part is like the meatier part of the green onion, of the chive, of the whatever, right? And it's like the part that's more near like the bulb of that thing rather than like the greeny part. I could see that. I could get it. No, they're actually different? Yeah, so bok choy is actually cabbage. Yes. Sorry, yes, bok choy is cabbage. Chives are tiny? So Gremlin, are they the same plant that you've allowed to grow bigger or something? I don't actually think, like, species-wise, they're any different. I think they're actually the same thing, but you just let it grow longer. The taste is different too? All right, well, yeah, I guess I have that wrong. My bad, my bad. You're probably right. I'm not trying to say, like, you're wrong. I'm just saying my understanding of these things. So I am probably wrong. Yeah, I just don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea. And oh my god, we got 8 concurrent viewers on the YouTube. Y'all are the best. Like, oh my god, you're the best. Every single person out there right now is helping out so fucking much. No, so Gremlin, I just want to point this out. I've worked in 4-star restaurants. The term leek and chive have been used interchangeably my entire working career as like a prep cook. I'm sorry, like, I hope you know this. Like, in a proper kitchen, those things are interchangeable. No one's buying separate leeks versus chives. It's just green onion. As a prep cook, I worked for, like, prep cooking for, like, banquets at the moment I did it. No, like, Gremlin, you're probably right in the fact that, like, the size of them actually determines the naming. Possibly. I don't fucking know. But as far as, like, my professional career as a prep cook and, you know, bad fucking line cook was basically that, like, leeks, chives, scallions were the same fucking thing. That said, I don't know if it's actually true, but every single chef I worked with treated them the same. So, as a prep cook, when I was doing it, I worked for banquets, which meant mainly I was responsible for creating, like, the fruit plates, in which cantaloupe, cassava melon, watermelon, and I think there was, like, one other type of melon, was things that I'd have to, like, dice up and prepare and, you know, make for the banquet, blah, blah, blah. I've had to do my fair share of, like, dicing, you know, tomatoes and cheeses and all that shit, right? The biggest thing was making the fruit plate, right? The various melons that we'd dice up and then throw some fucking grapes on it. Bam, bam, boom, I'm done. You got a fruit plate now, don't you? So yeah, biggest thing I would do was fruit plate, and eventually, as a prep cook, they would actually pull me into the buffets to help serve, like, prime rib and some of that other shit, right? Salmon, whatever. Technically, the chef would do the prime rib, and I was typically on the salmon, like, thing. As a prep cook, I'd wear the fancy hat, and I'd wear the fucking mock, like, you know, the smock or whatever they call it. But yeah, like, meh. The better part was when I got into banquets, and then I didn't have to do any of that shit. And I just helped set up the tables and everything before the events. I've done some really, really fun weddings at Mount Hood before, where I was just, like, on the waitstaff, etc., and then they had, like, a band flown in from New Orleans. And then the drummer asked me, like, hey, man, where can we get some weed? Well, did I really look like I'm the person to ask? I am. But still, like, come on, man. What is it about me that made you think I'm the person to ask about where to find weed? You're right. So I'm not going to question that part, but what is it about me? And then, yeah, I totally, like, hooked up weed for the entire band. You know, just hit up the, you know, the chef that I knew that was totally selling weed. He didn't even charge me. He knew it was going to a good cause. That would have been a good play, but realistically, no, like, that's the only time I've been typecast as the stoner in that entire part of my career. Typically, people are like, wait, you smoke weed? I snowboard, don't I? You know, like, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, exactly. So, Sicarius, if you end up watching my cooking streams at some point, you'll even see that I do, like, the knuckle trick for, like, you know, slicing stuff. I know to use a serrated edge on tomatoes, etc. Right? Like, totally, man. I have been a prep cook. I understand these things. Money's better in not cooking, though. Just being front of the house. Ooh, gremlin, like, that's actually a big thing. Dull knives actually cause more damage than, like, sharp knives. For sure. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, sharp knives cause less damage than, like, dull knives. Dull knives cause you to put in more effort. Cause you to, like, put your finger where it shouldn't be. Yeah, dull knives are actually the biggest cause of, like, injury in most kitchen situations. Yeah, Vibrant. Like, it's literally a thing. If you find yourself, like, sawing through meat with your knife, that means your knife's way too fucking dull. Which means you're inviting, like, dude, it should be one solid fluid movement, and it flows right through the thing you're cutting. And if that's not the case, it invites you to fucking throw your thumb where it shouldn't be, right? Like, oh, man, oh, you're gonna, like, stick your fingers out, just, like, get a better grip, you know? Another good point, Gremlin, but I just want to say this. If you're doing tomatoes, you should be using a serrated, and serrated cuts don't heal. Like, dude, those fucking suck. So yeah, if you're doing, like, tomatoes and things like that, even peppers, you should be using a serrated knife instead. Because peppers and tomatoes actually dull your knife really badly. Worse than a fucking glass cutting board. I want to say this right now, too. If you have a proper knife and you're using a glass cutting board, you're fucking up. Glass cutting boards are actually the worst thing you can do for your knife. Worse than cutting tomatoes and peppers. Using a glass cutting board. The key to a good cutting board is that you just cut into it rather than dulling the knife while you're doing it. Yeah, glass cutting boards are the worst. You should never use them. They're actually really, really bad. Bamboo is the best actual material. Big kitchens tend to use plastic because it's cheaper. And you can pass them through the fucking, like, dish machine. No, it's not even that, though. It's dragging your knife along glass dulls the fuck out of it. Wood is actually the best move, for sure. There you go, 7 Deadly Seas. That's not a bad opinion. Yeah, if you're trying to track macros, weighing the meat that you're about to cut is a huge, huge thing to do. For the most part, I eat one big meal a day. So my meat being like 1 pound versus 1.5 pounds doesn't actually affect me. It's not a big deal. An extra ½ pound of beef is probably fine. Especially if I'm, like, cutting out carbs and fat because of it. Oh, honestly, that sounds really good, Vibrant. That sounds amazing. Yeah, Thor seems really cool, man. Yeah, he seems really cool. And what up, Aragorn, Mr. Sir? Yeah, he used to follow me even. I don't think he does anymore. I'm kind of a jerk, so I get it. I kind of get it, but yeah, you know, bummed me out when I realized he doesn't follow anymore. Now granted, I don't follow him anymore either. I probably should anyway, right? Why be petty? But yeah, I'm doing all right, Aragorn. We're chilling, we're hanging out. When you say living the life, what do you mean by that, Gremlin? Right? Just the fact that he has, like, the ferret thing going? which is actually like really cool. So yeah, that's a valid reason. Ooh, and Zap, hold on, rates. So basically your Italian marinade for chicken is Italian dressing, interesting, Parmesan basil, lemon juice, oregano, garlic, rosemary, and anything else you can find in the spice cupboard. Touche, I get it. He's trying to create a ferret rescue? Dude, yeah, actually, that's a thing. People end up buying ferrets thinking they'd be good pets, and then realize that they just can't maintain it. Yes, like a ferret rescue is a really cool idea. I don't know why, Vibrant, I feel like doing that quote. Oh yeah, this shit right here, this shit's called death. Wait, you mean I'm gonna smoke this and I'm gonna die? No, death, meaning you smoke this and you can't hear shit. Dude, I got shit to do today. Like, I don't know, I love that bit. That's from like a Cat Williams like stand-up. Yeah, this shit right here, this shit's called death. You mean I'm gonna smoke it and I'm gonna die? No. You smoke this shit and you can't hear shit. I got shit to do today. Like, dude, it's such a, like, a pure moment. I don't know anything about Cat Williams. I've actually heard he's, like, a terrible human being, but that bit is really good. Almost sounds like a grandma's boy quote. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly. I can see the Wayans doing a bit like that. Yeah, that's not a bad call. For sure. What up, JJ? How you doing? JG? Is that the way to say that? JG? Forever. JJ? Alright, we're good. I mean, should I say JG? I'll say JG if you want, man. That's up to you, man. Just saying. Like, and I'm throwing man out there like dude. Like, we're all dudes, right? Regardless of gender. Oh, so the EE is like enterprise environment, right? Like Java style. Right? Extreme Enterprise, Enterprise Edition, or whatever, right? Yeah, totally. Is that it? Expensive Edition is also, like, totally appropriate. Okay, so it's based off the fact that you and your sister's names start with J, and the fact that your parents' names start with E. Oh, okay, that's kind of fun. So what you're saying is your parents are extremely lazy. Which is totally fine. Not a big deal. But your parents are extremely lazy. Yeah, we'll get monogram towels for everybody, and it'll just be like J.E. Like, no big deal. Nailed it. Right? We'll just name our kids so that these monogram towels work for whatever we create, right? Male, female, whatever. Like, no big deal. They're both J.E. Nailed it. They were just hedging their bets because they didn't want to do, like, the spoiler thing of knowing, like, what the gender was. So, like, no matter what, you're a J.E. Right? Constraint is the father of invention. Right? If necessity is the mother of invention, constraint is the father of invention. I don't even need to use the restroom. I'm gonna go grab another Woodford real quick. Give me just a sec. Like, super quick. Super quick. BRB. Yeah, don't judge me by my gut. I'm sucking it in, so, like, it's barely a gut. Yeah. The extra, like, fat I got on my boobs is actually a problem. But I'm working on it, okay? I'm at 26% body fat. Alright, so, here we are, at 26% body fat, which I'm okay with. It's not actually, like, svelte and, like, you know, thin like I'm hoping for, but it's worse than it could be. I was at 28 or 29, like, a year ago, and, like, 15 pounds heavier. Wait, Vibrant, what are you talking about? Are you talking about, Thor? No, like, no, it's no big deal. I'm not actually bummed on Thor. I just know he doesn't follow me, and that's fine. Like, it's okay. Like, no stress. I don't think that's actually worth judging him based on, so yeah, not a big deal. He's a cool dude. Right? His lack of a follow or whatever doesn't matter. It's fine. Nah, he's just a cool dude. I'm insecure. Those things, never the twain shall meet. And yeah, real quick, JJ, you're doing P5JS stuff. That's awesome, man. Just remember that I don't typically do any of that here on stream. Real quick though, if you're into P5JS, you might check out Matter.js too. Matter.js is a very cool library for doing like physics-based stuff, such as Flick. Yeah, you see that thing on stream and all that? Yeah, super cool. Oh, I don't know, Gremlin. Let me just point this out. Jonathan Blow is another stream that I can't hang out in. The way he treats chat and like the way he interacts with people, etc. Like, nah, it's like the exact same reason I left a stream I left today as well. And like unfollowed and will never lurk again. Right? It made me feel so out of place just for disagreeing with another person in chat. Motherfucker, it's your chat. Time out the people that make the chat suck. Don't judge me for arguing with someone that you didn't time out yet. So yeah, the stream I left earlier today, and I have no intention of ever lurking again. Yeah, like totally. They made me feel like I was the one that fucked up, when instead I was simply embracing someone that they had not timed out yet and chatting with them in their chat. Either police the statements they made or don't, but don't police me responding to the statements they made. Like, dude, super fucking gross. If you're gonna allow that person to make terrible statements in your chat, don't get mad when someone responds to them. So yeah, they can just fuck off. I really don't like their stream. I don't mean that person. I'm not even talking about Jonathan Blow. But it was a very similar situation in which I'm just chatting with someone else who's in their chat, and all of a sudden I'm made to feel like the asshole because I'm acknowledging another chatter? Dude, it's a miserable viewing experience. It was miserable viewing the stream I talked in the other day, like just earlier today. Someone made a fucking hot take. I responded to that hot take, and I was made to feel like the other because I'm embracing or chatting with a person that they haven't timed out or like called out. So yeah, no, I will never go into their chat again. Maybe that's what they wanted. So yeah, maybe they won. Maybe they won. It was someone saying, Tailwind is for noobs. And they acknowledged the statement saying they're wrong, but then when I called out the person for their shitty statement, it's like I was also the wrong one. So yeah. They can have their stream, they can do whatever they fucking want with it, but I want no part of it anymore. And it also kind of like hints at the fact that they're not gonna last. This person is probably gonna be done in a year anyway. They're not gonna keep streaming. It's just that simple. They're just not. Because they let chat run amok and then they drive off the people that actually challenge the people that are running amok. Have fun. Good luck. Probably won't see you in a year. Have fun. Good luck. But yeah. The hot take was specifically, Tailwind is for noobs. I called them out saying, yeah, tell me you have specificity issues without telling me you have specificity issues. Like, literally. Like, motherfucker. People who espouse vanilla, like, CSS? Ugh. Core code, English only, please. This is just an elite right now. It'll be stricter here in a second. English only. Maybe vibrant. Yeah, that was my bad. They treated me like I didn't matter as a streamer. They treated me like they don't give a shit if I chat ever again. Well, yeah, I can just never chat again. Fuck their stream. I don't give a shit. And I know I scare people off in the same way on this stream. I know, I get it. It happens. Exactly, vibrant. But again, that's the same reason that some people don't chat or engage here too. I get it. But yeah, like, no. Unfollowed, left their Discord, all that shit. Not for me. That's common Sicarius, right? But it's not even that. It's more that they allowed a person to say whatever they fucking wanted, and the moment I challenge another viewer, I'm looked down on because I'm arguing with a viewer. Like, maybe just disallow those fucking comments in the first place. If you're gonna judge someone who's been following you for years based upon engaging someone that you didn't actually police in the first place, yeah, that's just your shitty stream. And we can recognize that I don't think they're gonna last. They'll just stop streaming here real soon. They'll just give up on streaming here, like, before the year is out. I don't want them to, but I have no interest in giving a shit about whether they do or don't at this point, because they made me feel like the other in their own stream. So yeah, they're not a mod here anymore, etc. Exactly. Yeah. They probably don't even know, and that's even, like, the crazier part. I'm gonna opt out of every single thing they'll ever do, and they don't even know. Because they don't give a shit. If they don't give a shit, I don't need to give a shit either. Nah, it's a thing. It's actually very common. It sucks to have to deal with, but whatever, you know? Fuck it. We're only human. My guess is they're gonna wonder why I'm cold to them in person at TwitchCon. Maybe we don't even meet up. It's fine. I'd prefer that, actually. But yeah, if you want to do some, like, physics JS stuff, just for fiddling with and understanding things, Yeah, for sure. Check out Matter.js. It's really fun. You could absolutely make the drop game using Matter.js. Like, totally. It's a thing. So if you've seen drop game in any Twitch stream, you can make your own. Real easy. I think someone would actually make a killing making one for YouTube streams instead. Yeah, for sure. Someone would fucking nail it by making a YouTube specific version. Thank you, Core Code. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for understanding English only and, you know, embracing that and chatting. Yeah, you're awesome. Big thumbs up from me. Sorry, I got burps. And yeah, JJ, thank you for the follow. Sir Donde, I called out. Oh, you've never seen Drop? So typically you would end up being in a stream such as Trash Dev or Melky, or there's like a dozen streamers that use Drop Game, and you would just type something like Drop. I don't use Drop, but instead I made my own. Cause fuck it, why not? It's so easy to make your own like physics-based overlay game. I'll make a YouTube video about it. For sure, man. I don't give a shit. Shit. But yeah, I just want to point that out. Like, any dev can make their own version of Drop Game. Like, all that stuff. No worries, Gremlin. Thank you again for the lurk over there. Like, that massively helps me. So, yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate you. Like, thank you. Gonna go get some sugar. Is that sugar literally, or is that, like, sugar, like, another way? Literal sugar, not booger sugar. I gotcha. No big deal. We'll see you again soon. So yeah, Sicarius, you're gonna go hit the sack. No big deal, right? Sicarius hitting the sack. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, wish me the best of luck. Thank you. Appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Yep, I'll be here. Same Chris time, same Chris channel. I will be taking tomorrow off while I do work, and then maybe fix like a YouTube video. Edit that shit, release a new one. I'm like a day or two away from releasing a new YouTube video. Zap, you gotta hang out too? Yeah, thank you for being a Hoopy Fruit, Mr. Sir. Fruity Dude is fine, but Hoopy Fruit is way cooler. So yeah, Zap, thank you for being a Hoopy Fruit as well. Oh, I think fruit is actually fruit like that. So a Hoopy Fruit is a cool dude. And dude is gender neutral at that point. Hope you know that. I think fruit is actually spelled F-R-O-O-D. So yeah, that's my bad. I messed up. Real quick, what game are we playing as a group tonight? I think Robotic Head wants to play some games, so maybe some Wasteland. But if Robotic Head's not around, or if Robotic Head has updated his PC, I think now he's like a week away from updating his PC, so we're probably like playing Wasteland tonight, which is awesome. I'd love to finish that game with him before we actually hop into Baldur's Gate. That'd be pretty good. Be a whole lot cooler if we did. Alright, just double checking on some things. Making sure I'm not missing comments, etc. anywhere. I got some MLB The Show, like, grinding out over here. I'm not winning shit, though. Hope they get it. That said, I got whiskey to pour. I got stuff to do. We're fine. We're fine. And yeah, we're trying to work out the fact that I'm not setting number type on things that need it. Oh shit, Vibrant, like you finished Letterkenny all the way through? I haven't even finished Letterkenny. I'm not caught up on like the latest seasons or anything. Shut up, Shorzy! Oh, give her balls a tug, tit fucker. The best part's when they're like talking shit on Shorzy. And he's doing like the fucking like headstand push-ups in the shower and shit. Yeah, let that one marinate. Yeah, you just let that marinate. You just let that there marinate. And I hope you let that one there marinate for a bit. Like, dude, it's such a good show. How'd my league games go? Tiny Tina joined in and we had some ARAM games that were super fun. Teeny Tiny Tina was a super fun game to play with, for sure. Some of their verbiage. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Yeah, some of their verbiage is just so good, so direct, so awesome. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Yeah, exactly. Dude, so good. Such a proper term. LA. Yeah. Hold on, do we have to play the taco bit? I'll play the taco bit. I think it's worth it. Alright, we'll play the taco bit. I might have to mute it for, like, YouTube. Hold on, let me just do a little bit of the baseball here. I gotta beat this fucking match. Alright, no, let's finish up. Let's do our thing. I got one swing to do and I'll just pause it. Ah, fuck. Alright, so we pause, we're good. Let's do... Oh my god, this is a brand new... No, not quite brand new whiskey glass. Yeah, I opened it already. All right, so hold up. We're gonna mute this for YouTube, but for anyone out there, yeah, everyone from the YouTube, real quick, we're gonna listen to this thing from, I'll give you the link. How about that? This is, LA Tacos Letter Kenny. So hold up, everyone over on the YouTube, this is a link for you. We're gonna play it here on stream, and yeah, it's gonna be super fucking good. So the audio is all we needed. Yeah, they should shut the fuck up about hiking. Runyon Canyon. It's just an asshole's word for walking. I wasn't born yesterday. LA. 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 Thank you. Did you ever not notice? Just a different kind of cold. Pull your finger out of your ass. What's this about LA? What's this about LA? Yeah, exactly. Like, so good. Oh, no. That's actually the right fucking thing. I just gotta, like, hide it. But, dude, such a good bit. LA. 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 Now, holds up. Who's y'all's know who's ever been to LA's? What's this about LA? Ooh, I don't know that one. Yeah, I don't know Derry's version of McMurray, but yeah, McMurray is also like a character that is very easy to categorize. It's really good. All right, let's get music going again. Let's do some of the rest here. Unmute. Do the thing. Play the music. Oh, that's loud for stream. Sorry. He nails like the the McMurray part. That's actually kind of good. I like that. Oh shit, hold on. What did I comment on X? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Mark Lynch and Jamin are both very tall individuals who are massively taller than me. but they're actually like short in their families, which is kind of insane. Actually, like really crazy to me. So yeah, Mark Lynch and Jamin Holmgren. Very tall individuals, very cool individuals. Does their tallness relate to their coolness? I don't know. Maybe. I'd like to think I'm pretty cool, but I'm not very tall, so I really don't hope that tallness equals coolness, because I am lacking in coolness at that point. Alright. Let's actually make this happen real quick. There's a very small thing we gotta do for when we set a thing, and that means we need to set our number type in some way. I think I see it. I see the exact way. Like, yeah, we're not setting... Oh, no, we are setting number type. Oh. Plot thickens. Yeah, this is actually, like, way heavier than I was expecting. We get a number type of value. Like, value type is number, actually. We see number type as int. Huh. Huh. Alright, so what I'm thinking is... I'm not bubbling up the number type in the right places as I need them. Hold on, let's look at a couple of these, like, untitled things. Yeah, we can close that. Yeah, so... I am definitely not setting number type when we need to, but I'm not sure of the exact places for it, and I think we are late enough in the day that trying to dive into that is probably the wrong move. Number type should probably even be like empty string on things where the value type is string. I have no idea if that's valuable right now, but I think I want to let myself stew on that and think about it for later. Yeah, so we're gonna go raid. We see Matisek from the Id of Allen stream. The Id of Allen seems like they were doing a bunch of like brain fuck or like JS fuck or something, from what I saw, like minimal wise. Yeah, I rated Midnight Simon recently. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna raid Coppinger. I don't know. I think I'm good on it. I don't like how their chat's rolling. So, yeah, let's go find anyone within the category at this point. Let's go maybe find like a new person. You know what? I see I develop things. Haven't seen them in ages. Yet another one of the streams that just didn't persist due to like how toxic their chat got. Maybe it's not the same thing, but I don't know. We'll go say hi. Maybe I'm wrong on that. The fact that we only have 39 people joining for the raid, yeah. I mean, is it a wonder why people burn out? People don't tend to stick around. Is what it is. Whatever. I'll go cook some food. We'll say hi to I Develop Things. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, all y'all that just aren't loyal. You're part of the reason that streamers burn out, because you're just not loyal. I know there are more than 39 viewers that want to hang out, but they're just not loyal. So let's go say hi to I Develop Things and recognize that, yeah, unloyal viewers are part of why he probably doesn't stream that much. At some point, it might wear on me too. Y'all only have your lack of, like, lurking to blame. Not my problem. If you want quality content, lurk it.